In a dramatic twist that has sent shockwaves through South African politics, reports have emerged that African National Congress (ANC) heavyweight and mineral resources and energy minister Gwede Mantashe is facing possible jail time abroad. An international arrest warrant, allegedly linked to a covert investigation into global corruption networks, has surfaced, leaving President Cyril Ramaphosa reportedly blindsided and the ANC in utter disarray. According to confidential sources within diplomatic and intelligence circles, the warrant was issued quietly by a European judicial authority following years of behind-the-scenes inquiries into suspicious offshore transactions, extractive industry kickbacks, and alleged environmental regulation manipulations tied to foreign companies operating in Africa. Mantashe's name reportedly surfaced repeatedly in files linked to multinational deals stretching from southern Africa to Central Europe. The allegations, if confirmed, suggest a deeply disturbing pattern that Mantashe, a political titan within the ANC and a longtime ally of Ramaphosa, may have been involved in secretive dealings with foreign mining corporations in exchange for personal and political gain. While South African authorities have yet to formally comment on the reported warrant, the news has ignited a media firestorm, with both local and international outlets racing to uncover the extent of Mantashe's foreign entanglements. President Ramaphosa was said to be visibly shaken upon learning of the international developments, with insiders revealing that he was not briefed in advance. A scheduled cabinet meeting was abruptly delayed as senior ANC leaders scrambled to make sense of the legal and political implications. Ramaphosa, who has championed anti-corruption and clean governance since assuming power, now finds himself cornered by a scandal that could obliterate the credibility of his administration. This is not just a legal matter, it's an existential political crisis, said a senior ANC member speaking on condition of anonymity. If one of our top ministers is being sought internationally, it raises fundamental questions about what else the public hasn't been told. The president will have to act quickly or risk losing control of the narrative. The warrant, reportedly issued under provisions of a multinational anti-corruption treaty, opens the door for Mantashe to be extradited should he step foot into any cooperating jurisdiction. Legal experts have warned that if the evidence behind the warrant holds water, it could trigger a domino effect implicating other senior officials and business associates linked to controversial energy and mining projects. International watchdogs have long criticized South Africa's handling of environmental and extractive governance, and Mantashe has been a central figure in many of those debates. Critics argue that under his watch, certain coal and gas contracts were rushed through without due oversight, benefiting politically connected elites while sidelining local communities. Now, with foreign prosecutors reportedly prepared to unveil documents, emails, and bank transfers as part of a broader indictment, the ANC may face the most damaging credibility blow since the state capture saga. While Mantashe has not yet issued a formal response, his office released a short, cryptic statement. "We are aware of reports circulating in the media." The minister categorically denies any wrongdoing. However, the lack of a press briefing or appearance has only fueled speculation that a larger legal storm is brewing. Opposition parties have already pounced on the development. The Democratic Alliance has called for an immediate parliamentary inquiry, while the economic freedom fighters declared the ANC morally bankrupt and internationally compromised. The ANC cannot be allowed to hide this from the people. If Mantashe is wanted for crimes abroad, what stops the rot from running deep here at home, said EFF leader Julius Malema in an emergency press statement. What comes next? For Ramaphosa, this is perhaps his toughest leadership test yet. With elections looming and public confidence already teetering after years of corruption scandals, any perception of inaction or a cover-up could prove politically fatal. Diplomatic negotiations may already be underway behind closed doors as Pretoria attempts to manage the fallout and protect what remains of South Africa's international standing. Yet, as the warrant begins to circulate among media houses and political analysts globally, the window to control the narrative is closing fast. Whether or not Mantashe ends up behind bars in a foreign land, one thing is certain: the ANC is now facing a crisis that crosses borders, one that threatens to redefine not only Mantashe's legacy but the very soul of South Africa's ruling party.